Hi, Leo. How the heck are you? This is Mary with Seer. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you for your likes, shares, your subscriptions, and let's just get it started. So this is your July 1st through the 15th soul activation reading, tarot and oracle reading. So what we're going to do is we're using the energy oracle cards. Let me get you better. Energy oracle cards, okay? I just had cheese and crackers and apples for my lunch with my puppy. So, like you're not planning on a puppy, but you go to this rodeo and then the sky opens up and then you go home with the puppy. Wow, right? You never know what's going to happen, in other words. So, this is your soul activation spread. It's a 4-card spread. Let's start with your soul card. Your soul card. So, Leo, man holding a heart reversed. I'm going to read these just because it's a new deck, it's different, and has a lot of information. When this card is reversed, it could indicate a disconnect or even a total shutdown regarding your emotional life. It's time to open up and know that you can handle deep emotions and the energy they bring up. Whether it's anger, grief, or utter bliss, you can be comfortable in the experience and in their expression. The man holding a heart reversed can also indicate a difficult connection or even relationship with a man who may be easy to anger, deceitful, or quick to criticize. His behavior could be attributed to fear and self-doubt. Okay. Yet he would never admit it. You deserve honoring in any relationship, so set some boundaries and don't buy into this emotional chaos. Your soul longs for emotional peace. I have an affirmation for you, Leo. I am comfortable with all of my emotions. I honor and express them in appropriate ways. I feel peace. Okay. Second card would be your past. So this is a magician in the mirror, okay? 53, which is an 8. Past. Interesting. This is actually the last card in the deck. So sorry about my throat chakra. Knowing and using your true power. So I think this is interesting that it's in the past. This card upright represents a culmination of your personal and spiritual power at this time. In the magician, or at the time. In the magician's left hand, turn the page, is a flame of passion and action. In his right hand is a vortex of water and light of reflection. This highly beneficial card is telling you that you are the magician, and within your grasp are the amazing forces of earth and spirit. The water is the energy of yin, the power of spirit and clarity of thought. The flame is the energy of yang, bringing direction and creativity. Together they give you the magnificent magic of transformation. The mirror stands beside the magician, reflecting the outer world's response to your choice or use or dismiss. To use or dismiss the true power that you have. Its silver reflection reveals the future in a mist on the horizon, ready to be magically formed. When you receive the magician upright, you are put on notice that an important and powerful time was at hand. So this is the past again. You are the alchemist of your life. And just as alchemist turns base into metal gold, you are now able to transform your difficulties into great blessings. This is true in every area of your life. Claim your power and embrace it in your daily life. Direct your destiny, and the mist of the future will clear into brilliant reality. So, interesting. This is the affirmation for the magician. I have all the power I need to create the destiny I desire. Magic happens when I live in consciousness and my eternal truth. But then we have the man holding a heart. Okay, so this is going to be where you're at now. Door to Spirit. 32, which is a 5. Okay. Spiritual awakenings, new beginnings. Okay. Glare, no glare. The door opens onto the expansive energetic realm where all new beginnings originate. The orbs of light are guiding you through the clouds of the earthly world, leading you to a deeper understanding of your eternal identity, the source of all true value and power. This door opens onto truly unlimited potential, for the changes that happen here reach deep into the core of your being. I'm being asked to read it slowly. As such, this card often heralds your increasing powers in the spiritual arts and a deepening connection with the spiritual world. Don't be surprised if you find yourself becoming more intuitive, more aware of Spirit's presence, or more powerful in your own healing practices. Now is a time to open up to the unexpected guidance and inspiration of Spirit and to the magic and power of your true identity. Interesting. Last card is your activation. So this is your soul's activation. I'm sorry, I'm really having trouble with my throat and stuff, so I don't know what's going on there, but sometimes that happens in certain readings where I'm having trouble speaking. Okay. The activation is about the second chakra. So sorry, this is about the sacral chakra. And Archangel Ariel is also the number 36. You have 2 9s. 2 of these add up to 9. Which is usually like the end of a certain part of the journey. Okay. Whew. You know, and the thing is, it's not even there until I start a certain reading. It was like, there was like 3 out of, 9 readings that this happened on today. Or within the last 2 days. Okay. So, the second chakra, intimacy and creativity. This is your activation. The second chakra vibrates in the energy of the beautiful angel Ariel. She sends a bright orange energy promoting inspired creativity and greater comfort with intimacy. When this card appears upright, it's urging you to get creative. Let yourself reach out into unexplored areas of self-expression and new projects that may have a more creative approach. This also was in Capricorn's reading, and I think it might have been in the same spot. So, just saying, if you have any Capricorn or so sorry. This is also a time when the energies of closeness with others and nurturing yourself can flow more freely. You can now open yourself to the emotional intimacy that may be coming your way. So nurture yourself and be ready to receive the affection and camaraderie of the resonant souls around you. So those who feel you resonate with. My second chakra affirmation is open to its perfect healthy state. I am creative and self-nurturing, more and more comfortable with the gentle waves of intimacy coming my way. Okay. So, what this says to me is the first card we had was the man holding a heart reversed. I feel like this could be you. Okay? This is the old you, like you, it's like the hurt part of Leo that needs to be shed. The deceitful one. The one that maybe felt like they had to be this way because something was wrong, because somebody was damaged in some way. It is you or somebody you know. Okay, it can flip-flop, part or all. You know how that works, Leo. But as a magician, I mean, you know what you can create, okay? Because you create relationships all the time, right? You create lovers and you create, but you're still creating from that. You were creating from that damaged place, from that child that was discarded, right? The child that was discarded, the child that was blamed for what the grown-ups were doing that wasn't right. It is a card of a certain type of abuse, any kind of abuse, okay? Any kind of abuse. If left unchecked, it creates that same pattern in either victim becomes perpetrator, or victim becomes narcissist, or victim becomes empath and allows this to be done to them. Or sometimes everybody flip-flops places, back and forth, back and forth. Now, as a magician, you started being aware recently of your power. Or in the past, you became aware of it, how much you could create and how powerful you were. But it was like, maybe what I'm getting here is it may have been difficult to control the power because you still had this unworthy person stepping through, manipulating. Okay, just manipulating because of unworthiness, because of guilt or shame. This is why this is important that we clear this energy, okay? Then, what's happening now is there's a door opening for this spiritual guidance. So, the magician is about more of the 3D, using the ethereal, using tools that are unseen, emotions, creativity, and bringing them and creating something from them, knowing you can do this. But the door to spirit is talking about how the spirit guides us. And so what may have been missing due to a lack of faith in oneself, honor in oneself, respect for oneself, that may have been lacking, which which, how do I say, which still allowed oneself to be compromised. What allowed one to compromise oneself. There it is, and others. Okay? So, allowed oneself to continue the patterns that were created. Okay? So, the sacral chakra is about self-worth and guilt. When we become truly creative, so we can create things, businesses, paintings, drawing, writing, gardens, it starts to tap in. You have to tap into that energy, start releasing it. Intimacy Because of this man holding a heart with deception, intimacy, I would be careful with that because you could do more damage right now than good until you start clearing this and really get to who you are. Okay? Because if this has been used to hide those feelings or to try to fix whatever energy is trapped, it's just going to keep the same cycle going. Okay? Um, unless it's in like a relationship that you have, like a husband and wife relationship, where you can truly honor the other person there, then there may be a place to open that space up that way. Okay. They said that's all for now. Okay, so I'm sorry about my throat. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to pull up at least one card on each of these activation, the soul activation cards. So the man holding a heart, okay, was the challenges in love. So here's the Five of Gabriel. This is a challenge. It says a challenge you can resolve. This is a Five of Wands. So this is still your energy, Leo, the Wands of fire energy. Withdraw from the drama of others. Have patience with yourself and those around you. So this the sacral chakra is about what is sacred. Okay? That's why that's why abuse violates that in people and children, because it says you're not sacred. If I'm being abused, how can I be sacred? Okay? So having patience with yourself, being kind to yourself is being holding yourself sacred. Your body, your mind, your soul, your thoughts. Okay? Healing. Okay, let's look at the magician in the mirror. You know how powerful you are. The Seven of Raphael says that maybe there was too many choices. But now it looks like that one is maybe starting to see, narrow down what the choices were really about. Maybe they weren't as shiny. Okay, so we have all these glowing lights, 7 lights. This is 7 of Cups, okay? And then once we get in these, we realize that not everything is what it seems, that maybe these weren't worth the risk or the time or the effort. But we see that now. We see, somebody here sees, this was not worth my time doing this, because it didn't satisfy me emotionally. It didn't make me happy. So those conquests, all of those things that I felt like were shining and distracting me, the question is, were they worth the distraction? And it looks like the answer could be no, because it's reversed, right? The next is door to spirit, and that was the past, okay? Door to spirit. So this is the new awakening. This is the recent spiritual guidance that's coming through right now. Okay, this is 6 of Raphael. So this is about the past. This is maybe the door to spirit is shining a light on something from your past. Maybe it's showing you that maybe something wasn't quite right. Okay. So this is the 6 of Cups. Okay. So 6 of Cups reversed is something from your past either coming back, could be a memory, it could be a person that has more of a negative spin. So the question is, I think it's information or somebody, so you can clear this, okay? It's something that got the whole unworthiness ball rolling. What if this memory, this thing, kind of stole some of your innocence in some way? Then to be able to see it, identify it, and start clearing that would get you back to a place that you can love yourself more, accept yourself, and know that it wasn't your choice. Okay? So how can that be your fault? If it's what we thought people just did, or if we thought that somebody was loving us in that way, and then we realized that it wasn't love at all, that it was something else, something that was self-serving, but not to us, right? Then it's the inner child that damaged, and that's a thought, maybe going back and getting yourself, and maybe telling that child it wasn't their fault. Okay, so let's look at the last card, the activation. Second chakra. As a sacral chakra. So, Ten of Raphael, and this is the Ten of Cups reversed. So this is a lot of cups here. So this would be an unhappy home, basically. An unhappy home. Clearing that energy may help you understand why you have not been happy. You haven't been able to be happy. You haven't been able, or somebody has not been able to create happiness. Maybe not believe in it. Maybe not believe in family. Maybe not believe in emotional. Remember that this back here, this one right here, is a disconnection from your emotions, from somebody's emotions, right? That would make sense. So it's going back and getting them, getting the child, and holding the child. You know? We're going to look at the same one here at the end. King Gabriel is basically the King of Wands. So if we're disconnected from our emotions, then we might abuse our passion. We might carry this forward and abuse others with our passion, not listening. We might be abusive physically, emotionally, or sexually. And therefore, this is how we keep the generations going. This is also somebody that, it's all different areas. So I'm not just trying to focus there, but there's something here about childhood and something that was taken. Okay, there really is. So, as a reader, I need to be honest. Honesty is important. Okay. Sometimes it can be as simple as not caring about how other people feel because you're not connected to your own emotions. You're not living from the place of creation. It's from another place. Avoidance, automatic thinking, what's in it for me, that kind of thing. Okay? All right. 23 minutes. All right. So that was a pretty heavy, telling me, lady, right? So what I would like to do is just do a few, just do a few tarot, a little bit of tarot to kind of give you additional guidance. Wrap it up here. Let's see if we can't embrace ourselves and see how sacred we are, how sacred intimacy is with other people. Then our own intimacy is. Then we don't carry it forward with other people. We dismiss them as we dismiss ourselves, as we were dismissed. Wow, right? Okay. Magician reversed. So when the magician is reversed, he's the trickster. He's self-serving, and he is not honest. He's a so the old follow the yellow brick road. Dorothy follows the yellow. You know that. Why can't I think of the? You know what movie that is? I'm getting a block. The emperor, the great emperor in that movie. You know which movie I'm talking about. I don't know why I can't do the name of it. In that movie, they had the emperor of Emerald City. He was this big smoke screen, and he was really just a guy with smoke, and he was projecting himself. He was not that at all. He was much less. So this emperor creates a smoke screen, like I'm all this, so I could. It's kind of like it's kind of like how a magician has you look over here while he's doing something over here, okay? Or how somebody go, look over there, and they steal your wallet, like that, okay? I can't think of that movie. That's driving me crazy. Okay, so Six of Cups. You know, I can feel the scattered energy, and sometimes it's hard for me to think when that happens. It's the easiest way to confuse me is my energy being scattered. Six of Cups. So here we go. Understanding that the trickery that was used on you is a trickery you may use on others. It's what we learned, right? It's what we learned, what we do, what we saw, right? Wizard of Oz. That's a movie. I know you were screaming at me. Anyway, so Six of Cups. This is what you were shown as a child. This is about the innocence of child was you may not have known it was trickery. Probably didn't. Why would you? What kind of reference did you have? It was the way everybody did stuff, right? But it wasn't. It was the way some people do things, but it was trickery and it was lies and it was self-serving and it wasn't about your best interest. And that is what you need to know. There's the Seven of Cups again. And you know what? You were treated like an option, like just another desire. I'm sorry. But that's how you got there. It's important that somebody here understands how they got there. And if it's not you, it could be somebody you know, Leo. I'm not saying this is you, you know. You know how these work. There was no choice. You didn't have a choice. This is not a choice. An option, not a choice. And it was a wrong choice, too. And it affects all of your loving relationships or somebody's loving relationships. It leads to the wrong decisions in love. It's love. There's no balance in love. No love for oneself. Therefore, how can you make good decisions about others when we don't have the capability or don't understand how to make them for ourselves? Oh my God, that's so heavy. Okay. One card from Art Through the Eye of the Soul Oracle. That's all I should say there because I know it's painful. That's all that I can say there right now. I can go more in a personal reading. There may be more coming out in the general other readings that come up, Leo. But this is enough for now. I know you're raw. I know. But it's something you kind of knew, right? So it's time to become the master you seek. It must be seen and released. And you also need to go back and get the innocence that was lost. Somebody needs to. Okay, if this is someone you know, then you might want to help them go back and get it if you think that's appropriate for you. Okay? It's because It's important that we become the master we seek. And even with the reader, my desire is not to have anyone dependent on me, but to teach you how to find your own way, to teach you what some of the signs and synchronicities mean. But again, it's your path. They're going to mean something different. You can say, I can reflect on me, but you're already being guided here. This is your activation, is to go retrieve yourself and start moving forward. The healing is important. Because you have so much power. So much power. And this has been blocking your life. It's been blocking your happiness. It's been keeping you stuck. Love you, Leo. Take care. Bye-bye.